So at 23 years old, I head into New York City, which is about a 2-hour drive. I had $20 in my pocket to go to the one high-end brand I knew of. To this day, I don't know how I knew of this brand. It must have been in a movie or something. But I head into New York City to go to Bergdorf Goodman. If you're not familiar with Bergdorf Goodman, it is a one-of-a-kind exclusive department store in Manhattan on 5th Avenue at 58th Street. One of the busiest intersections in the city, if not one of the busiest intersections in the world. I mean, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people walk by it every day and don't even know it's there. Why? Because it's not for everybody. And either are any of you. So I head into New York City to go to Bergdorf Goodman. I walk through the revolving door, past a doorman with a cap, and I may as well have landed on a different planet. I mean, what was this place with its crystal chandeliers dimly lighting the place, and the staff was impeccably dressed? Oh, and wait. I'm wearing a members-only jacket. Because it was the 80s. And blue cargo pants. To say I looked out of place is an understatement. But in I go, I embark on my journey into Bergdorf Goodman. I pass that doorman, I suddenly hear this noise. I literally had holes in the bottom of my shoes. And there was a metal plate in the soles, and it was tapping on the marble. I realized this was the first time I had ever walked on marble floors. So as not to tap my way through Bergdorf Goodman, I sort of walked with the weight on my heels. It was awkward. But I head on up to the 7th floor, which was decorative home accessories, in the hope that in decorative home accessories, that I would find something that I could afford with my $20, including sales tax. The only thing I could find was a tiny votive candle for 20 bucks. And I mean a tiny votive candle. But I asked for it to be gift wrapped nonetheless because I suspected that packaging, presentation, was part of the lingo of affluent shoppers. So the nice sales lady escorts me over to the gift wrap department. The gift wrap department is sort of a cutout in the wall, on the wall. I lean over to the nice lady on the other side. I said, "Excuse me, can you show me how to wrap this so that it looks pretty and looks expensive? I'm trying to learn what rich people like." She laughed at me too. But then she waved me into the back room of Bergdorf Goodman's gift wrap department, which I'm sure would never happen today. And you know, I truly believe we meet these people in our lives, angels like this, that see something in us that we don't see in ourselves. There was no reason that this woman would invite me to the back room, except I believe she saw my heart, my authenticity, and the effort I was putting in to really learn. So I go into the back room of Bergdorf Goodman's gift wrap department. And as she proceeds to wrap this candle, she first takes off the shelf a silver metallic box and some purple ribbon. And I realize, signature packaging and colors. That's part of the lingo of affluent shoppers. Then she proceeds to wrap this candle in wads of tissue paper. And I mean wads of tissue paper. She goes to put the candle in the silver metallic box. She stops with the most dramatic pause imaginable, looks up at me and says, "Don't use any tape." I don't know about any of you, but that was about the weirdest thing I had heard. I mean, in my family, we wrapped our Christmas presents with newspapers and duct tape. I mean, duct tape solves all problems. I went to school most mornings with my jeans hemmed with duct tape. Right? Why can't I use any tape? So I asked her, "Why can't I use any tape?" She said, This clientele is very particular. Before they give it as a gift, they're going to untie the bow, take off the box top, fold back the tissue paper, make sure the candle's in perfect shape, refold the tissue paper, put the box top back on, and retie the bow. And I realized if you used tape, you wouldn't be able to do that without disturbing the packaging. In that moment, in that life-changing moment, I realized I had just unlocked the secret to my future success that I want to share with you for your future success.